happening? My name is the Spice King Keith Lorren, spiciest man in the world, Duke of Delicious, Kaiser, Curry, and the man who invented cooking. Listen, I got something special for you this holiday season. I got something that's gonna blow the socks off of your guests. But you're gonna have to hire some security because somebody's guaranteed to get slapped, all right? So I thought about making something different for you guys. I know you're tired of that traditional dead tasting turkey, that nasty, no flavor gravy, that dressing that's so hard you can throw it at people. You know, nobody got time for that. So I'm gonna be showing you how to do a platter this holiday season. So on our platter, we're gonna have 3 separate dishes, 3 separate exquisite dishes. We're gonna have a grilled jerk rack of lamb with a cucumber dill sauce, with a little bit of toasted pine nuts and brown butter. Look at that. For our seafood entree, we're gonna have some crab stuffed colossal shrimp with some seared scallops and a homemade lobster sauce. Finally, we're gonna have something different. A new spin on turkey. I'm going to show you how to make a deep fried turkey roulade, and inside of it is grandma's secret stuffing, and we're going to make it all nice and crispy, and we're going to top it off with some gravy and some trimmings. They're going to really love it. Now, my favorite part of this holiday season is all the sides, but I wanted to give you something that's traditional but a little bit different. So we're going to make, instead of the candy yams that everybody makes, we're going to make some candy glazed carrots, and we're going to put an oat crumble on top. We're gonna have some creamy whipped mashed potatoes, and we're gonna have a green bean casserole with sauteed mushrooms, crispy bacon, and crispy fried onions. Finally, we're gonna have a corn pudding souffle. It's really gonna knock your socks off. You ready? All right, so the first thing that's gonna make our green bean casserole over the top and just super, super good is we're gonna get some fresh bacon, some smoked hickory smoked bacon. Because when we cook it down, we don't want it too big. We want to keep it nice and crispy. And how we do that is we just cut it at a decent size. Put it in our pan here like this. And now we're gonna take our crispy bacon and just put it in. Let it start sauteing. Now you hear that sizzle. The key to making really good bacon is a nice, even cooking, like a medium cook. Nice and small. That way each piece of bacon gets equally rendered. See that bacon is browning nicely in here? We're going to cook it down until it's nice and crispy. That way you get the most flavor out of it. Take a look at our green beans. You need to like. Now I'm going to take our mushrooms. Now I'm going to take our mushrooms and I'm going to fry our mushrooms directly in the oil. And we're going to spice it up a little bit. We're going to use a little bit of fresh cracked black pepper. There we go. That way the peppercorns toast up and it cooks perfectly. Mushrooms are sauteing up nicely. Get all those brown bits down from the bottom of the pan. Yes. And I have this on a high temperature. That way we get the most saute out of this. So I'm going to take a little bit of the Keith Lorren collard green seasoning. And I'm going to just season these as they're cooking. So we pop in brand new bottles all the time, y'all. We take the lid off like that. And what's beautiful about this collard green seasoning is that it's nice and smoky. It complements all the flavors of vegetables. And you can get this at Walmart, Stop and Shop, Big Y, Jewel Osco. So we're going to come in here and we're just going to season the tops of these lightly. You see the seasoning? So we're going to take some of the collard green seasoning and we're just going to season up the mushrooms lightly. Just like that. Look at that. Look how beautiful. And I'm going to hit it with just a little bit more cracked black pepper. There we go. And I'm going to just give it a quick toss. Look at that. Yeah. So now that we have our mushrooms cooked al dente, I'm going to take them out and I'm going to put them right next to our bacon because this is going to go inside of the green beans, after we make the sauce. So what we're doing now is we're building upon layers and layers of flavors. Look how perfectly those mushrooms came out. I'm so excited about this. I absolutely love green bean casserole, but a lot of people just don't know how to do it right. So I said, hey, look, man, I'm going to show my friends how to do something special. There we go. Yes. Get the last Now it's time to make our sauce for the green bean casserole. So I'm putting a little bit of fresh cut garlic here. You know, just enough. This is about 5 cloves of garlic. And we're gonna take some onions. This is about half of an onion. Now we're just gonna saute this until it's nice and fragrant. There we go. Oh, that just smells so good. I wish you guys were here to just smell it and get all in this pot with me. But if you follow the recipes, you can make it at home too. There we go. We don't want to brown it too much. Next we're going to just take a little bit of flour. Let's say about a 1/4 cup of flour. We're going to saute the flour so everything gets evenly distributed. This flour is going to thicken up our sauce, thicken up our cream sauce. There we go. Just want to make sure to get up all those brown bits. Now we're going to take our milk and we're just going to stir it in here and dissolve all of our flour roux that we just made. There we go. A little bit more milk here. There we go. You just want to stir this until it all dissolves. Now we're just going to take our whisk and just break everything apart here and cook it down until it's nice and thick. You can smell all that bacon. You can smell all the onions and the garlic. Yeah, that's what we want. All right, as you can see, the sauce for these green beans are so nice and creamy. Look at that, guys. Now it's time to add a little bit of chicken stock. So I have some roasted chicken stock here just to fortify the sauce a little bit, give it some extra flavor. And then I'm going to add one of my favorite secrets. I'm going to add a little bit of better than bouillon, just to give it a little concentrated chicken flavor. There we go. Now I'm going to give that a whisk. So we don't want the sauce to be too heavy, we just want it just right. And this is how we're going to do that. Yes. Now I'm going to add another little secret in here. I'm going to add a little bit of Parmesan cheese, just to make it a little extra rich. I'm going to stir that in here. There we go. Look at that. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Now it's time to spice it up. So to spice it up, we're going to add some fresh cracked black pepper. There we go. We're going to add a grate of nutmeg. Just a little bit of nutmeg to kick up the taste. Nutmeg is a secret spice, you know what I mean? Not everybody uses that, but it really picks up the taste. And finally, we're going to add a little bit of the Keith Lorren Spice King collard green seasoning. This seasoning is great on all vegetables. We're just going to put a little bit of that in there like that. This is going to pick up that smoky aroma and just bring out all those flavors. Perfect for vegetables. And it's available at Walmart, at Stop and Shop, at Jewel, Osco, Big Y, and coming to a store near you. And guess what? If it's not at your store, tell a manager you want to cook with the Spice King. Simple as that. Look at that. Now I'm going to turn this sauce down, and I'm going to follow me, walk with me, talk with me. I'm going to add a little bit of heavy whipping cream in here, just to give it a little splash, to add to the richness. A little heavy whipping cream, just a little splash, you know. There we go. Now the sauce is perfect. I'm going to add a little bit more better than bouillon, concentrated chicken stock. I added a splash more cream. And now I'm going to just finish off the flavor with a little bit of the Keith Lorren seasoned sea salt. Just a little bit there. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Now it's time to give it a final taste test. Absolutely divine. You guys are gonna love this. And look how creamy that sauce is, y'all. Look at that. Lord have mercy. When I told y'all I invented cooking, I know what the hell I'm talking about. I do this. Next, we're gonna take a little bit of fresh parsley and we're gonna sprinkle that We're gonna sprinkle this fresh parsley right in here like that. Look at that, y'all. Next, we're gonna get a little bit of the green scallions here. And this is gonna further flavor our sauce. You see that? And we're just gonna whisk it all in together. And we're gonna take this sauce and we're gonna move it right over here and just pour it right on top of our vegetables like that. Yes, Lord. Look at that. Look at that. Grandma's gonna be so happy when she sits down and she sees you eating your vegetables. She's gonna give you a nice big kiss. And if your grandma's pretty, you can tell her to give me a kiss too. Only if she's pretty though. You know. Next, I'm gonna take my spoon here and I'm just gonna toss the vegetables in here like this. Just toss it all in there so everything gets coated nicely. All that bacon gets smothered. All the green bean gets smothered. Now, a lot of y'all are still using all that canned foolishness, but if you do, don't even think about inviting me to your house because I ain't gonna show up. We don't do canned food here. Look at that, y'all. Just to ensure that it's gonna have plenty of sauce, I'm just gonna take a little bit more cream like that and just drizzle a little bit more cream on top, just so I can have a little extra juice, you know. This is gonna make it just perfect. See that? Just perfect. There we go. Yes. Yes. All right, so what I wanna do is smooth this out. Make sure it's nice and smooth. Okay, make sure the bacon is in there, make sure the mushrooms are in there. You see that? Smooth it out. Now we're gonna take a little bit of sharp cheddar cheese. And you know, I like my dishes to look clean while I cook, so I'm just gonna take a napkin and just, you know, get all the extra off there because we don't need that. Just get the little extra off. Okay. We're gonna take our sharp cheddar cheese. We're gonna put our sharp cheddar cheese all on the top. Like this. All on the top. See, I just love doing this because it just, I think cooking just makes life better. But when you know how to do it really well, and when you use the Spice King seasonings, it comes out perfect every time. You can't lose. I'm putting all that cheese on top. So if you like these recipes so far, you can go to my website, keithlorren.com, and you can download it. Actually, I'm giving out all these recipes for free. All right? But just buy the spice. Finally, I'm gonna take some of these crispy fried onions like that, y'all. And I'm gonna put it right on top of that cheese. Yes. Look at that. And see, the beauty about this is, see, we're making this the day before. We're actually gonna serve all the food tomorrow. So this is something that you can make right before, you know, the day before, and pop it right in the oven when it's time to serve. Get it all heated up and bubbly, and it's good to go. See, one bag is plenty. But I know I like a lot of crispy onions on mine, so I'm gonna just put a little extra. Just like that. There we go. Green bean casserole. Cheddar cheese green bean casserole. Perfect. So now we can take this. This is one of our side dishes. Well guys, the green bean casserole is finished. The beauty about this is you can make this the day before just like I did, and right before it's time to serve, pop it in the 375-degree oven, and you're good to go. When it's hot and bubbly, you know you got something great. If you want to see the rest of the videos, click the next button. And make sure to go to Stop and Shop, Big Y, Walmart, to Osco, and pick up some Spice King seasonings. And download the cookbook so you can see the full recipe. And click on the next video so you can see the full dinner, all the recipes for the dinner. See you on the next video. For you guys tonight, we have crab stuffed shrimp with a lobster sauce. We have a deep fried turkey roulade, and we have some jerk lamb chops with a cucumber dill sauce. And then for sides, we have candy glazed carrots with an oat topping. We have creamy whipped mashed potatoes, a green bean casserole, and a corn souffle.
Oh, yummy.
So you guys enjoy. Listen, you can get all of these recipes online. It's fantastic. I know you guys are gonna love it. I'll see you online.